Hey guys, welcome back to Revolution XRC and welcome to the next part of this Vanquish H10 Optic Kit build series. In this part of the series, we are going to go over building the transmission. And for that, you'll need bag C and the motor ESC of your choice. Here I have a Hobbywing Quick Run Fusion 2300 kV. This is a Fusion Pro actually. I had originally planned to use a old AXE system that I had, but since I can't find it, I'm going to be using this instead. For step C1, you'll need the following parts. You'll need this motor plate right here, this shaft right here, these two standoffs right here, one 5x11x4 bearing, and two M3x12 cat pad screws. And that completes step C1. For step C2, you'll need the following. You'll need the spur gear, this spur gear plate right here, this little washer, this little pin, this lock nut, and these M3x6 button head screws. That completes step C2. For step C3, you'll need the following. You'll need the spur gear cover, your motor pinion with the grub screw for the motor pinion, and these two M3x10 motor mount screws, as well as your motor. And I'll put a link to this Hobbywing Fusion Pro in the description below. Alright, the camera ran out of batteries while I was adjusting my gear mesh. Just to show you, here's my gear mesh right here. And that completes step C3. For step C4, you'll need the following parts. You'll need these three parts right here. You'll need 10 M2x8 screws, cat head screws, and two M3x12 cat head screws. And that completes step C4. For step C5, you'll need the following. You'll need this gear cover right here. You'll need this piece right here. You'll need 4 M2x8 cap head screws. You'll need this shaft right here. This is the middle length one. You'll need 1 2x8 pin, 1 2x10 pin, 3 5x11x4 bearings, 2 M3x12 cap head screws, 1 M3x12 countersunk screw. You'll need this gear right here, and you'll need the 23 tooth gear right here. Alright, don't forget to grease the gears before closing it up. And that completes step C5. For step C6, you'll need the following parts. You'll need the 2 remaining shafts, the 2 plates for the gears, you'll need a 30 tooth gear, the 32 tooth gear, this gear right here, this gear, 1 2x8 pin, and 2 2x10 pins, and 4 5x11x4 bearings. As an option, now stock out of the box, this transmission has a 6.5% overdrive gear set. As an option, you can also get this set here, which gives you a 21% overdrive. And I'll put a link to this in the description below. Next, step C6. You'll also want to grease these gears. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm actually going to put the other overdrive set in, but this is what it would look like with the stock 6.5% overdrive set. For step C7, you'll need the following parts. You'll need the other half of the gear cover or transmission cover, these 5x11x4 bearings, the other gear plate, this little shaft here, this M3x30 cap head screw, and 2 M3x12 cap head screws. Now keep in mind, normally you would grease these gears, but since I am going to be adding the overdrive gear set right away, I'm not going to grease them. I'm just going to put the stock gears on right now just for video, just to finish this build series, and later on I'll put the overdrive gears in and I'll grease them in a future upgrade video. That completes step C7. For step C8, you'll need the following. You'll need the skid, 3 M3x12 cap head screws, and 1 M3x12 countersunk screw. Now, before I continue on with this step, I just want to go over one thing. Since I am using a Hobbywing Fusion Pro, you will need to do a little bit trimming here on this link mount. You will need to trim that a little bit because with the Hobbywing Fusion Pro, you are not able to fully secure the motor because it hits that link mount right there, which causes the mounting holes to not line up. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim that little edge right there, and I'll give you a good look after we're right back. Alright, you can see here that I took an X-Acto knife and I just trimmed off that little edge just like that. Very minor cut. I just cut that link mount at an angle right there. And that should allow for the Fusion Pro to clear. And that completes step C8. For step C9, you'll need these two following pieces and 4 M3x8 cap head screws. And that completes step C9. For step C10, the following parts, you'll need this right here, this piece right here. The manual says these are 4 M3x15s, but really what they provide you is 4 M3x16s. So these are M3x16 button head screws and two M3x10 countersunk screws. And that completes step C10. That also completes this part of the build series, which is putting together the transmission. We also added the Hobbywing Quick Run Fusion Pro 2300 kV motor in there, ESC / motor. So that's about it. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell for future parts of this Vanquish H10 Optic Kit build series. Thanks for watching.